inevitable circumstances biglang nagbago.
Faces. Wow, I can see familiar faces from the audience. All right, Jericho.
Yes, Faith. Before we will proceed, we would like to thank our major sponsors, Glensan Print and Copy Center, 346 Avenue Chicken Inasal, AJ's Bake Shop and Refreshment, Charlene Merchandise, Joffel's Pension House, Joffel's Farm, Honorable Joel Aton, and Honorable Hermie Galzote. Now, let's move on to our next guest speaker for this afternoon. To help us welcome our second speaker, we would like to call on once again one of our event coordinator, Miss Roslyn Patricio, a virtual. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon once more. Our second speaker will be speaking to us about the readiness of students in the real world of professionalism and pre-deployment requirements. He graduated from AB Psychology in 2012. He got his Master of Education with a major in Guidance and Counseling in 2015. His Master's of Business Administration in 2017, and his Doctor of Management with a major in Human Resource Management right now. The hardworking, dynamic, and generous, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Brian J. Cutin, our honored speaker and licensed psychologist with a master's degree in teaching. Let's us give him a warm virtual applause.
Okay, thank you so much for that very kind introduction, Miss Rosalyn Patricio. Good afternoon, Sir Jericho and Miss Jensel. I hope I am clear. My audio is clear to you, Sir Jericho. Okay,
Yes, sir.
sige
Yes.
po. Yes, good afternoon no, to all na kasama sa webinar na ito, to the 139 participants of this webinar. Actually, it's been a while since I have done a lecture with this number of participants, no? So I hope I really can give justice with my prepared presentation. So in line with the topic, in line with the title of this webinar, which is getting ready, position yourself, getting ready for the future. I have prepared this 33 slides for you, no, that I think can help you to be ready as you enter into the real world, and that is the world of work. No? So for the next 30 to 40 minutes, I think I will be doing a lecture entitled Startup, Readiness of Student in the Real World of Professionalism and Pre-Deployment Requirements. All right? So for this lecture, this will be my roadmap. I'll be talking about what are the key job competencies that everyone needs to know. Now, I try to do a little research. What are the competencies that most organizations look for? Ano ba yung mga competencies na most organizations na hinahanap nila for their employees? And then I'm going to give emphasis also on the importance of evolution. Why is it important that we continue to evolve? How can we build competencies? And then the importance of grit and resilience. So this will be my roadmap, my learning roadmap for you this afternoon. Okay? So I would start with this topic, key job competencies that everyone needs to know. As I have said, I try to make a little research on what are the top competencies regardless of any positions, regardless of any company. What are the competencies that most organizations look for? Now, I have listed here 6, and I would start with this one. Well, let's define first what is competency. Basically, it's the knowledge, skills, abilities, and behavior that contribute to the individual and organizational performance. So we can categorize this into core competencies, functional competencies. No? So I have here 6 competencies that most organizations look for to their employees. Okay, number 1 is teamwork and collaboration. So most employers look for people who knows how to deal with their teammates, knows how to work with people, knows how to collaborate. Now, why is it? Bakit kaya? Most of the organizations kasi, most of the organizations, yung mga job that will be assigned to you are done by groups or teams. Therefore, every employers look for people who have the ability to work in teams and contribute towards the overall commitment of the organization. So try to assess yourself, no? Do you have the ability to work in teams? Do you have the ability to collaborate with other people? Because that will be very essential as you enter to the world of work. That will be very important when you are become part of the world of work. So sabi nga ni Steve Jobs, great things in business are never done by one person. Organizational success cannot be done or cannot be achieved by only one person. They are usually done by a team of people. So that is according to Steve Jobs. So that's how important teamwork and collaboration is. Again, assess yourself. Do I have this kind of competency? Can I work with people? Can I collaborate with people? Can I share ideas to other people? At the same time, can I listen to the ideas of my teammates, of other people? This will help you, to become successful, whatever, or kahit sang organizations kayo. This can be very, very helpful if you have this kind of competency, teamwork and collaboration. The second competencies that I guess very important and what employer look for is this one, good communication skills. Again, assess yourself. Do I have good communication skills? You know, communication is very vital to have or to excel in the workplace, not just in the workplace, no, even in personal relationships. Now, when we establish our relationships with other people, communication is very vital. Your ability to communicate with your teammates, with your managers, with your leaders, that those are very essential competencies or skills that employers look for. So again, with the second competencies, assess yourself. How is my communication skills? Do I have a good communication skills? Because that will also be very essential as you enter to the world of work. Okay? The next competencies are results-oriented. Can you deliver results? Not just results, can you deliver excellent results? Now, people who are results-oriented, they have this clear sense of goal, and they try to achieve them. So organizations also look for not just skills that are on paper, not just skills that you can see on your CV. They want results. Organizations want results from their employees. So make sure that you have the skills. You are results oriented. You can deliver the tasks that are assigned to you. You can deliver all your deliverables because at the end of the day, yun yung nagmamatter. The results that you provide to the organizations. Okay? And the next competency is leadership competency. This is very essential if you want to be successful in your career. To have this specific competencies, these leadership competencies. Employees who wish to progress into managerial roles are required to have these competencies, the leadership competency. And basically leadership is more than just a position, diba? It's how you inspire your people, the people that surrounds you, diba? Leadership, not necessarily you will need to be the manager, the CEO to perform a leadership position. You can lead actually without the title. It's how you inspire other people to work, to deliver what they're supposed to deliver, and to work using their skills that they have to maximize their skills and their competencies. That is the true leadership. Okay? And then the number 5 competencies is this one, problem-solving skills. Yung critical thinking skills natin, when we are in an organization kasi, when you are part of an organization, you are required to make that quick decision. Diba? You are required to make quick decisions. So your problem solving skills is also look after, or tinitingnan din siya ng mga employers. And last one, and probably this one is my favorite, integrity and ethics. Okay? Integrity and ethics. Now, I remember, I forgot whose philosopher said this, that if you are looking for people, no, you need to look for three qualities: integrity, intelligence, and energy. But most importantly, you are going to look on the integrity. Because if you hire a person who has the intelligence, who has the energy, but no integrity, then that intelligence and energy will kill you. No, that will harm the organization. So above intelligence and energy, most organizations look for integrity. Diba? How honest you are when you are in the workplace. Are you doing what is right in the workplace? That is integrity. And that is very important if you want to be successful in the world of work, integrity. So those are the top 6 competencies that are needed when you look for, or needed, no, or look for ng mga organizational companies, ng mga organization. They look for those 6 competencies. So with that 6 competencies, I want you guys to embrace evolution. Embrace the essence of evolution. What is it? What is it? What's with the evolution ba? Remember that the world is changing, di ba? I'm gonna use this slide. The world is changing, and it's changing fast. A lot of things is happening with the world. So let's accept change, and let's continue to evolve. Try to look for how can I make myself better each day? How can I make myself evolve with the world that is changing as well, that is evolving as well. So try to make yourself better than yesterday. Now I remember there's an author, the author of the book Atomic Habits, if you have read that, by James Clear. No, sabi na you just need to be 1% better than yesterday. So that small change would be very essential for you to become the best version of yourself. Just 1% better each day. And sabi nga ni James Clear, 1% better each day, that will make you 37% better than last year. After a year, you will become 37% better. No? So imagine that's the small changes that you do each day, the small things that you do that you think would make yourself better, that will make you actually become the best version of yourself in a long while. Okay, so accept change and embrace evolution. Try to do things that you think can help you become a best version of yourself. So let's see if you are evolving. I want to have a participation on this. Type yes on the chat box if you agree on this question. These are some questions that would somehow determine if you are evolving. All right, type yes on the chat box. Number 1, have you discovered new software or new applications that will make your work or life easier and better? Sige daw, type yes if you agree on this one. If you discovered new applications or apps that will make your life easier and better. All right, so I see some yeses. Another one, have you learned new skills in 2022? Have you learned new skills ba? Try to assess yourself versus last year. Have you learned new skills ba? Okay, assess yourself. If you say yes, then that's good. Number 3, again, just type yes if you agree on this. Have you found a new mentor, a new coach that are instrumental in achieving your objectives and self-growth? Okay, I see some yeses. That's good. And then last is, have you done something you haven't done in 2021? Have you done something na hindi nyo pa nagawa last year? Meron ba? If you say yes, then that's good. If you say yes to all these questions, no, then you can say to yourself that, yes, I am evolving. I am becoming a better version of myself than last year. So continue to do that. No? Continue to do things that you think will make yourself better. No? Assess yourself. Assess your activities. What are the things that you usually do? Are my activities helps me to become a better version of myself. Ba, yung mga videos na pinapanood ninyo, yung mga YouTube, yung mga fina-follow ninyo, are these people help me become a better version of myself? No, so try to assess your echo chamber, your environment, your group of friends, no, whether they are helping you become the best version of yourself. Because again, we need to embrace evolution. We need to accept change. In that way, probably it can help us survive in the world of work. Another perspective in evolution is not just learning new, no, but realizing your strength and capitalizing on it. So this perspective of evolution, it says na it's not about learning new things, learning a lot of things. Another perspective of evolution is knowing what are my strengths. Saan ba ako magaling? What are my strengths? And then focus on those. Capitalize on those. That can help you evolve as well. Focusing and knowing where am I good at. Diba? Do you know ba where you are good at? Do you know your strength? It's very important to know what are my strengths as a person and capitalize on those. Make that as your for you to jump, no, in this world of work. Okay, so another perspective of evolution is not just about learning new, but realizing and focusing on your strength and capitalizing on it. So let's proceed to the second half of my presentation. It's about building competencies. A while ago, I presented what are the competencies needed or employers look after or look for to their employees. This time, I'm going to discuss how can we build competencies. Paano ba natin ma-develop yung mga competencies na kailangan natin? Let's start with this one. Visualize your ideal career. Visualize your ideal career. No, kanina, I think Sir Mon have discussed this one. No? Try to visualize your ideal career. No? Imagine what would make you happy, what job would make you happy and satisfied. It's good if you already know what job would make you happy. No, it's good na kung if you already have that idea that this is what I want to be, this is what I want to achieve in life. That's good because that will give you the sense of direction. Now, what if hindi siya ma-achieve? It's okay because goals and plan may change depending on what opportunity you have. But I just want you to understand that as early as now, you need to have that ideal career in mind. You need to have a picture of what I want to be in the future. 5 years from now, 10 years from now. That will give you your sense of direction. Okay? Another thing is your first job is crucial. Now, if there are people here who are about to graduate, be mindful of this one. Your first job is crucial. It can determine your career trajectory. Okay? So try to be mindful of what would be your first job is. I don't really recommend to just accept, diba, any opportunity. Be mindful also of your first job because your first job, no, that will set the path for future employment opportunities. So make sure that when you have to choose, if you have the opportunity to choose what would be your first job is, make sure that you are selecting the precise job built for your capacity, built for your capability rather than to earn. Set aside muna natin yung idea of earning when we are talking about first job. Your first job, you should use that to build relations, to build network, to know people, to know coaches and mentors, and familiarize the world of work more than focusing on your bank account. Diba? Use your first job to familiarize the world of work. And that, with that notion, I can say that your first job is crucial. The second one is you need to stock of your skills. Take stock of your skills. So kanina, I've asked what are your strengths and weaknesses, or what are your strengths, focus on those. No, try to assess yourself, where you are good at. Saan ba ako magaling? What are the things that I am comfortable doing? So if you are not sure where you are good at, maybe these questions can help you. Number one, ask yourself, what comes naturally to you? What do people compliment you for? And then what skills make you valued and useful? So ask yourself, maybe these three questions would help you understand or identify what are my strengths. And when you know already what are your strengths, try to focus on those. Try to capitalize on those skills. How can I make my skills or use my skills to make money, 'di ba? To generate money. How can I use these skills for me to be part of that organization? Or my skills is suited for that position, for that organization. Maybe I can use that idea, those skills. Diba? So it's very important to know where you are good at and then capitalize on those skills. The next one is double down on your competencies. What does it mean? Consider these questions. What activities put you in flow state? And how can I evolve to be a better version of myself? Diba? We have discussed the importance of evolution. We have discussed that you need to change as the world change. You need to change along with the world, 'di ba? Because if you do not change and you do not evolve, you are going to languish, 'di ba? In order for you to flourish in this world that is full of adversities, in this world that continuing to change, you need to evolve as well. So that is how important embracing evolution is. The next one, and I guess this one is actually my favorite, create new habit that fit your new path. So a while ago, we have discussed that you need to visualize your career. You need to look on what I want to be 10 years from now or 5 years from now. So with that idea or that visualization can actually help you, to create new habit. If these are the things, if this is who I want to be in the future, I need to align everything, my core values, the things that I usually do, for me to achieve who I want to be. Okay? So take note of this. Your habits, yung habits ninyo, are compound interest of self-improvement. Yung mga ginagawa natin each day, assess yourself. Yun bang ginagawa ko, the things that I do each day, does it help me to achieve the person that I want to be the person that I want to be? So that's how powerful our habit is. Those small habits that you do, try to assess whether or not you have good habits or bad habits, and whether or not it contributes you to become the best version of yourself. So this one is the idea of James Clear, that you just need to be 1% better every day. So according to James Clear, again, he is the author of Atomic Habit, you just need to become 1% better each day. So by doing small changes with what you do, you will become 37 times better actually after a year. So that's how powerful yung mga small things na ginagawa natin. Diba? So that's how important focusing on just 1%. Diba? 1% better every day. And take note of this one. Success is the product of daily habits, not once in a lifetime transformation. Opportunities, success is actually a product of when your preparation meets opportunities, when your habits meets opportunities, diba? That's success. Okay? So you need to be ready to whatever opportunity may come in the future. How to be ready? Align your habits. Make sure that your habits, again, contributes you to become the best version of yourself. Contributes you to the career that you visualize. That after 5 years or 10 years, this is what I want to be. Align your habits. No? And again, habits are compound interest. Diba? It will sum up each day. It will help you, no, to become the best version of yourself. I want also to take note of this one, that the productivity is actually the combination of efficiency and effectiveness. A while ago, we found out that most organizations look for result-oriented. They want productive people. So when we talk about productivity, there are two components, effectiveness and efficiency. And you should have this both. Effectiveness is when you deliver tasks that you're supposed to deliver. That's effectiveness. When you do the job assigned to you, that is effectiveness. Efficiency, on the other hand, is efficiency. On the other hand, is basically when you deliver the task what you're supposed to deliver in a using a very minimal resource possible. Using the minimal resource possible. That's efficiency. What do you mean by efficiency? What do you mean by resources? It's time. Time is resource. Money, human resource, diba? Physical resource. Those are resources. No? So if you're able to deliver those tasks by using the minimal resource possible, then you can say that you are efficient. So productivity is actually the result of effectiveness and efficiency. Okay, I'll just skip some. The next step in building competency is find a mentor or a vocational counselor. Okay, this one is very important as well. You need to surround yourself with mentor or counselor or basically people who can help you become the best version of yourself. Again, assess your echo chamber, assess your circle. Diba? Are those people helps you to become the best version of yourself? So when we talk about mentor, it's basically a seasoned professional who informally guides a less experienced person in their professional endeavor. And then find an experienced mentor in your network and industry whose leadership and management values your respect. Okay, so that's how important finding a mentor is. It can actually help you. You need to have a mentor. You need to have a mentor on uh, you need to have a mentor on finances, a mentor on career, diba? A mentor on in terms of love, diba? So you need to have those mentors, no, to help you or guide you, no, as you traverse this world. And then last is this one: worry only the step about the step in front of you. As you enter the world of work, no, as soon as you graduate college, you may be overwhelmed by the opportunities. You will be overwhelmed by the pressure from your family, from your friends, from the society in general. So try to focus only on what is in front of you. Diba? Worry only about the step in front of you. Success takes time. No, success takes time. Success doesn't just fall on your lap overnight and then you wake up successful. It takes time. So take each step, the ladder of success. Now take each step. There is a process. Diba? So you really need to take each step to understand that there is really a process, no, for you to maintain your focus to who you really want to be. So worry only about the step in front of you. So these 6 tips that I presented to you, basically these are for me personally, which I guess can help you achieve, no, to make you ready as soon as you enter the world of work. And here are other things you can do. No, ito yung mga things which I wish I did before I graduated my degree. These are the things that you can do right now, no, in preparation of your as you enter the world of work. Number 1, you need to get that valid ID. Yes, you really need to get that valid ID. Valid ID such as PSA, yung birth certificate, passport or PhilHealth ID, yung TIN ID, you may you may start working on those IDs, no, to those documents, and that will be very essential when you are working and finding work. Okay. The next one is open a bank account. Now try to open a bank account. That also can help you, no, when you are already finding your work, no. It is actually required to have a bank account when you have finding your work. And then the third one, which personally ito yung favorite ko, get your driver's license as early as now. No, you may start getting your driver's license. Diba? You will never know when you need to drive a car or any vehicle. Diba? You wouldn't know. So as early as now, maybe you can start getting that driver's license. And then last is familiarize yourself with different software. MS programs, yung mga Google Space, Google applications, now those are very essentials as well. Most especially Excel, Microsoft Excel. That can actually help you. Most of work right now in the organization are done through Excel, Microsoft Excel. So try to familiarize yourself with those programs, with the new softwares, new technology. Those will be very essential, no, as soon as you enter the world of work. And then last one, this will be my last slide. Grit and resilience. I'm sure you are familiar with this one, grit and resilience. Grit is about sustained and consistent effort towards achieving your goal, even if you are struggling. Resilience, and on the other hand, is your ability to bounce back after you have struggled. These are two very important words, grit and resilience. So why I am talking about grit and resilience? My next statement for you may sound pessimist, no, but I want you to understand something. You are going to face a lot of failures. You are going to face a lot of rejections, a lot of challenges, a lot of adversities. The world out there is not fair. Yes, but I want you guys to flourish rather than languish in this world. So you have there the two magic words for you to be successful, grit and resilience. It's important to have grit and resilience. Some people, you know, they describe life as a marathon. Diba? There is a phrase that says, life is a marathon, not a race. So in theory, it makes sense. It's not about getting to the finish line, diba? Marathon takes longer kasi, diba? And race is short. So it's not about who gets there first. It's about just getting there, getting to the finish line, diba? It's a journey, and we have a very long way to go. It requires endurance. And for us to continue this life, this journey, this marathon, you need to have both grit and resilience. Those are the two magic words for you to become successful in life. Grit and resilience. Okay? So I hope you gained something valuable from me for this session, for this lecture. Thank you so much for listening. Enjoy the rest of the day. Sir Jericho?
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for that very insightful presentation. You really came prepared for this webinar. And from the 6 competencies you have talked about, what I learned and cannot forget is the importance for us to work in a team and to collaborate with others, because it is very essential to become part of the real world. And having the competencies will really help us, as well as having good communication, because having the ability to communicate properly will really help us build good relationship. And leadership is not about what position we have. It's about how we inspire other people to help them perform their task properly. And what really inspires me is all about the evolution. Where am I good at? And what things I love that help me achieve what I want? Because success is a product where preparation meets opportunity, wherein we must be always be ready for the opportunity that may come in the future. Thank you again, Sir Brian. And at this moment, we will now proceed to the second part of our question and answer portion. We have here from Miss Kiara Omega. How to stop indecisiveness in terms of choosing a career?
Okay, the question is how not to be indecisive when choosing a career. Yeah, when you choose a career kasi, di ba, a while ago, I've asked you what is your ideal career. And so, Sir Mon, he have asked you what is your ideal career. It's very important that as early as now, you need to have that in mind. What is your ideal career? But you need also to understand that you need to learn how to adjust. There will be times that you need to change career. There will be times that you need to change your perspective and different point of view in life because of our environment, your echo chamber, 'di ba? So it's good if you have career. I mean, you have identified your ideal career, but you need to accept the fact that it may change in the future based on the opportunity, based on the environment, based on the demand, based on your needs as well. Diba? So if you are indecisive right now, it's okay. It's okay to be overwhelmed with uh with with the opportunities that you see, with the things that you see on social media and life in general. No, but you need to identify also, you need also to consider that I really need to make the decision what I want to be, because that will be your springboard on what am I going to do today. 'Di ba? Sabi ko nga kanina, your habits are compound interest for self-improvement. You cannot establish your habits, or you cannot know whether your habits are good or bad if you do not have that ideal career in mind, that end result in mind. So you really need to make that decision. What will be my ideal career? And right now, you are in the very good opportunity to make that decision. Make that decision now. What do you want to be? And then align yourself, align your activities, align your core values with that ideal career that you want to have or you want to be. Miss Jen?
So, hello, sir. Another question from Jelisa Guritan. What are the biggest factor that we all need in order to be globally successful and to be ready in the future?
Okay, so to be globally successful, to be ready, I really can't identify one. But if you really ask for one, I guess I will be looking on I'll be using my presentation, evolution. Embrace evolution. You need to accept the fact that you need to change. The world is changing, you need to change as well. Probably the lessons that you've learned may be obsolete 10 years, 15 years from now. Probably 10 years, 15 years from now, there will be new technology. So we need really to evolve. We need to be timely, di ba? To align ourselves on how the world is changing. 'Di ba? Actually, this the technology that we have right now, this were not taught when I was in college. 'Di ba? So if I did not evolve, personally, I'd be using myself as an example. If I did not evolve, I would not flourish with this in this world right now. I would languish, no, in this world right now. So you really need to accept the fact that you need to evolve, you need to change, embrace evolution. And I guess if you do that, I guess you will be successful in your career.
Very well said, sir. Okay, sir. We have here another question from Jasmine Grace Diwa. As a student who doesn't have any work experience, what advice would you give to prepare ourselves as we enter the real world?
Okay, no, that's a very good question. No? How can we prepare ourselves, no, if you do not have work experience. No, I myself, I wasn't able to do, to be, uh, I wasn't given the opportunity to explore the world of work, not until I graduated. No, so how can you be prepared? I will always start with the first idea that I presented a while ago. What is your ideal career? With that in mind, you would know how am I going to prepare myself. For example, me, my ideal career when I was in college was to be a guidance counselor. Now, I'm a psychology graduate kasi, to be a guidance counselor. So with that, I am aligning myself. How did I align myself? I try to read books about counseling. I try to watch videos about counseling. I try to read articles, research in line with that uh, field that I want, with the career that I want. Try to do do readings. What are the competencies needed to your ideal work, to your ideal career? And then ask yourself, are my competencies aligned with that career? If not, then I need to do something. I need to align myself to that competence, to the competencies dun sa ideal work na gusto ko. 'Di ba? So, it will always start by knowing what is your ideal career and everything else will follow. Miss Jensel?
So thank you, sir, for that wonderful answer. So another question from Troy Pardillo. If a student is unsure about the course he is taking up, should he feel undesired to continue or desired to stop continuing? Most probably, if he is attending in a state university where grabbing such free education is vital for his status.
Okay, so what if you're not, parang the question is what if you're unhappy or you are unhappy with the course that you have right
Yes.
now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. That's a tricky questions, no? A tricky question, and it really depend on the person. I personally suggest this may work for you, this may work for others, maybe for others not. If you are unhappy with your course and there is an issue on the finances, just finish what you have started. For me, just finish what you have started. Since nasimulan mo na siya just finish it. And then if you really think you're unhappy with what you are doing, then you can realign yourself naman after you graduate. You can enroll, you can make yourself enroll in another school, try to do what you really want to do. But if you are already in the mid of your college life, personally, I wouldn't suggest that you shift course, diba? That is just my personal opinion. I won't really recommend that. I suggest that you finish what you have started. Because the tendency kasi, if you change course while you are in college or in the middle of your college life, the tendency is, kung nahirapan ka dun sa next course mo, mag-shift ka na naman. Diba? And then the cycle continues. So again, just finish what you have started. And if you're really unhappy with with your field, you can realign yourself naman in the future. You can change your trajectory naman in the future. So that's how I answered that question. Sir
Wow,
Jericho?
thank you, sir, for that wonderful answer. So we have another question from Alitea Itable. So the question is, what is the key to secure a job position in a first try?
Okay, no. I'm really impressed with the questions, no. I feel like I'm in a thesis defense right now. So how to secure? What's the question, Sir Jericho? How to secure?
What is the key to secure a job position in a first try?
Okay, how to secure a good job position in a first try? No, you really can't tell. You really can't tell. There are a lot of factors that you are going to consider. No, and of course, more than the money, when you are look for the ideal job kasi, no, kapag nagtatrabaho ka na talaga, no, sometimes you do not just look on the salary, you also look for the peace of mind. 'Di ba? At the end of the day, actually, probably as soon as you enter the world of work, you always look for the salary. But as time goes on, ang hahanapin mo na is peace of mind more than the salary itself. Does the organization that I love loves me back? Parang gano'n lang yan eh. Does this organization that I love loves me back? If you feel that it doesn't loves you back, then 'di ba doon yung time na parang am I in the right company pa ba? Am I in the right position pa ba? Then doon papasok yung idea of exploring new environment. No, so how to secure a new job on a first try? I really can't tell, no, but basing on my my presentations kanina, no, you really need to align your competencies. If you really want your first job to be your career, your lifetime career, position yourself, align your competencies to the competencies needed of that specific task of that organization. Sir Jericho?
Yes, sir, exactly. It's not about the salary, is about how you love and and you're happy about your work. And for the last question, sir, we have here from Abby. Good afternoon, sir. In our country, we have a little over 500 psychiatrists in practice. What is your advice to the fresh graduates who wish to pursue their field of study but are still doubted with their skills considering that online classes lacks human interaction?
Yeah, it's good that you recognize that there is a problem by focusing on online class alone. No, there might be a problem in the future. No, because you do not have that human interaction. So make an effort. Ibabalik ko sa inyo yan. Make an effort. Make a personal effort on how can I make myself ready for the future. I understand that my mode right now, our mode right now, meron siya mga loopholes. There are loopholes. Diba? There are weaknesses. So with that understanding that there are weaknesses, there are loopholes with this mode, with this method, with the method that we are using right now in education. I am gonna use those idea or those I'm gonna make myself ready, no, by making an extra effort, an extra mile to make myself ready for the future. So nasa sa inyo yan. If your field is on this one, make an extra effort. Do not just rely on what is given to you. No, by the school, what is given to you by your instructor. Make an extra mile, an extra step to make yourself better. So with that, again, I'm going back to my favorite part of my presentation, embrace evolution. No, you need to start evolving right now. Diba? Embrace evolution as a key in meeting your purpose in life. Miss Jen, Sir Jericho?
So thank you, sir, for that wonderful question. So, lastly, may humabol pa po, sir. So, from Wilma Grace Galen. Good afternoon, sir. Being a good leader, how to deal and handle my crew members if one of them is toxic and didn't want to accept criticism in a positive way, and what are the factors we have to consider in handling such person or situations?
Okay, so I'm going to use the definition of John Maxwell in terms of leadership. Now, according to John Maxwell, kasi leadership is not just about the position. May mga stages kasi yan. Now, if you are still on the position, you are still on the first level of leadership. Leadership is about inspiring people, no, directly and indirectly, no, in work and life in general, no. So how to handle a crew member if one of them is toxic? Well, you really need to study that specific person. You really need to understand that person, no. In leadership, kasi you cannot make a formula that is true to all. Meaning, if this is applicable to this person, maybe this is also applicable to other person. That doesn't work that way. No, leadership should be customized to each person. We need to customize our style of leadership to each member, to each crew member. So what if he or she did not want to accept criticism? in a positive way, then do some strategies. No, I really can't give one specific because I don't know that person, but try to explore different ways. No, again, you cannot give one formula. It may work to one person, doesn't mean that it will work true to all. No, try to find that Goldilocks zone, no, yung habitable zone, not too hot, not too cold, di ba, to deal with that specific person. No, in terms of specific tips, I really can't give one because I never met that person. No, but again, know that person. Kilalanin mo siya. What can make that person? How can you motivate that person? What are the factors that what makes the gap between you and that person? You really need to know that, no, for you to make an intervention. So that's how I answered that question. I hope it makes sense. Sir Jericho, Ma'am Jen.
Very well said, sir. All right. As much as we want to cater all of your questions, unfortunately, we are running out of time. So that concludes our open forum. I hope you gain a lot of insights from Sir Brian. Of course, thank you so much, Sir Brian Kutin, for sharing your knowledge as well as taking the time to join us in this webinar. And thank you also to those who asked questions.
So guys, are you ready for your career options? Focus and continue making changes in yourself by adapting and learning new skills to survive in the real world as well as to be ready in our career options. So, yes, you know what, Faith? I love how our speakers highlighted the importance of career readiness to the students and the readiness in the real world of professionalism, as well as the pre-deployment requirements. I'm sure everyone take note on that because I'm sure it will be a big help for them to explore and plan for their future endeavors based on their individual interests, skills, and values.
Yes, Jericho, I agree with that. You know, students today are expected to be clear about their dreams and the career path leading towards it. This creates a lot of pressure among students and their parents who find themselves in a dilemma while choosing the right career. Webinar like this has come as a rescue for the students. A good career guidance professional not only directs them towards their dream, but also gives them an end-to-end support in all the steps involved in it. With the number of colleges and prospective courses available, it is important that a student gets college and career guidance, just like our event today, to find the best career for them.
Very well said, Faith. Do you guys agree? Please give me a virtual thumbs up if you did. Yes, that's right. Moving on. To make this webinar more memorable, we will be having our photo opportunity. This may take some time, so please bear with us and kindly turn on your cameras. We also request our guest speakers for a photo opportunity, please.
Please show us your awesome and perfect smile. Okay. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, smile. Please remain smiling, everyone. 3, 2, 1, smile. Next slide, please. In 3, 2, 1. Remain smiling. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, thank you for turning on your cameras, everyone.
So at this moment, we will be having a short quiz game. Anyone who can answer the following questions will win 100 pesos worth of GCash. Are you guys excited?
Yes, I can feel that they are ready, Faith. This will just be easy for you guys. Trust me.
For the mechanics, we will be flashing a slide consist of shuffled words, and you will just guess the right words by commenting mine. Again, guys, comment mine on the chat box, and the first who appear on our screen will be the one to answer. Will be the one first to answer. Is he right? Okay, let's start. Okay, guys. Pag excited ha, wala pa po.
For the first shuffled word,
Okay, from Claire. Wait.
clear
From
the
Claire Dapito.
please turn on your cameras and tell your answer.
Yes, and now is the time.
The answer is professionalism.
Okay, congratulations, Mr. Claire Dapito. You
Thank
won 100
you.
pesos worth of GCash.
For the second shuffled word,
Okay, we have Christine KG Boltron. Please turn on your camera and your microphone. Miss Christine, are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Okay, okay. You're audible na po. Okay, what's your answer po?
Hindi ko pa po nakita.
Ay, okay, okay.
so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's find another person. Who is the second minor?
Okay, we have Archeline Tiro. Can you please turn on your microphone and camera po?
The facial visible.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Are you Archeline Tiro po?
Yes po.
Okay, what's your answer?
Ah, increase po.
Wrong.
Okay, wrong
Ay, wrong.
answer. It's okay. Okay, let's have another one. We have Angelo Noel H. Manuel. Sir, can you please turn on your microphone and camera?
Good afternoon. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon.
Increase.
Wrong po. So, kuya.
Okay, let's reveal the correct answer. Okay, let's give another chance to Miss Norris Life. Miss Nori, are you there?
For those who are raising their hands, kindly comment mine. Who wants to answer?
Mine. Okay, mine guys. Hindi po raise ng hand. Miss Nori, okay, I think she is not here. Okay, we'll cater. Miss Ronnie Alupit. Sir, Are you there? Yes, sir. What's the answer po? Po? Okay. Ask daw another person. Okay, we have Gina Flores. Miss Gina Flores. Are you here po? Pakigalaw ng baso. Ay.
Wala pa, may kabalo, ma'am.
Ay, okay, okay. Okay, we'll cater another one. Sino po? Okay, Miss Kimberly Dayan Mato. What's the answer?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible po.
Should I turn on my camera? Kasi parang sila masyado. Okay lang
Okay,
ba?
okay. It's okay.
For me, the answer is readiness.
Okay, you got the right answer. Congratulations for winning 100 pesos worth of GCash.
Yes, we have second winner. For the third shuffled word,
Okay, we have Daven. Daven? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, you're audible po.
I guess it's guidance. Am I right?
yes, correct. So we have third winner.
Congratulations, Sir Daven. For the fourth shuffled word. Okay, we have Miss Rose Jean Sanglap. Please turn on your microphone and your camera.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
The answer is knowledge.
Okay, congratulations. You won 100 pesos worth of GCash.
That's right.
Congratulations.
For the last shuffled word, hindi ko makita.
Okay. Again, ha. First to say mine. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Mine.
Sit. Wait.
Who is it?
Ako po.
Okay, we Basrona Labaro.
Yes, ma'am!
Yay! Nanalo ka ng jacket, Char. Okay, what's your answer?
Leadership.
Yes?
Yes!
Leadership? Yes, yes! Congratulations!
Congratulations,
You won 100
ma'am.
pesos worth of GCash.
For the information of everyone to claim your prizes, kindly message the Facebook of Miss Roslyn Patricio. So, at this juncture, to express our gratitude, we will be awarding our certificate of appreciation to our honorable guest speakers. And allow me to read to you the citations. Certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Mr. Ramon Cesar L. Conjugacion, Master of Arts in Philosophy, in grateful acknowledgement and sincere appreciation for having a served guest speaker during the Career Guidance webinar with the theme Position yourself getting ready for the future. Given this 15th day of July 2022 via Zoom Cloud meeting.
The same certificate is awarded to Mr. Brian Jimenez Cutin, RPM MAED, signed by Francesca Maricon Balbuena, the event chair, Froilan Tabsing, our course instructor, and Sir Randy Roldan Lanozo, our school dean.
Thank you to our speaker once again for sharing their immense knowledge and expertise. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank our event technical, Mr. Gerald Antonio, for making our event a smooth sailing one.
By the way, for those who are asking, all participants will receive their e-certificates via email. Kindly wait for a maximum of 6 business days. But in order for you to have it, you need to fill up the evaluation form that can be accessed through the link that we'll provide in a while or just by scanning the QR code later on. So to formally end this afternoon's event, we may call on Ms. Francesca Balbuena, our event organizer, for her closing remarks. A virtual round of applause, please.
So, a pleasant afternoon and magandang Jansan. It's been a pleasure to be with you all today. Thank you so much for attending our webinar entitled Position Yourself Getting Ready for the Future. I would like to appreciate the efforts of our guest speakers, namely Mr. Ramon Cesar Conjugacion and Mr. Brian Putin, for generously sharing with us their time, experiences, expert knowledge, and insights that's been imparted to us this afternoon. I would also like to acknowledge the efforts made by our team and those who helped us make this event come to fulfillment. Most especially to the chairperson of JIB Group of Companies, Madam Joji Ilagan Biat, the Chief Operating Officer, Mrs. Nicole Haubian Ledesma, to our school dean, Dean Randy Roldan Lanozo, to our OSA CES coordinator, Miss Pasita Pamplona, to our event advisor, Mr. Froilan Tabsing. Thank you so much for your unending support and guidance. Most of all, to our sponsors and especially to all of you who attended this webinar. You all made this event a memorable and a successful one. As we all know, jobs now take up significantly larger and more important portion of our lives. We need to give the utmost consideration to every choice we make in terms of our long-term career planning. Students now may feel overwhelmed when faced with the task of selecting the appropriate career path due to the wide variety of available classes, certifications, colleges, and job opportunities. Following the desired career path engages a person, which in turn makes them more knowledgeable, confident, and committed. Because of this, one cannot deny the significance of receiving career guidance and counseling, just like what we have this afternoon. Sorry. The way someone lives their life and their personality are reflections of their values they hold, and more importantly, the professional life they lead. When we reach adulthood, our individual decisions, objectives, and plans for the future begin to revolve around the kind of job we have and the amount of flexibility it can provide. Developing a plan for your professional life is essential because doing so provides you with much required direction and makes it abundantly clear where you see yourself in the years to come. It helps you become more self-aware of your strong and weak points, as well as the skills and information you need to acquire in order to achieve your goals in the future. As a result of the fact that we devote a significant portion of our lives to pursuit of the pursuit of our professional objectives, it is of the utmost significance to ensure that appropriate actions were taken in the early years of one's life, and the appropriate planning and career guidance was carried out. Very few people are fortunate enough to be born with a clear mind and the ability to already know what they want to pursue in life, as well as where they see themselves in the years to come. However, since the vast majority of us do not have a clear idea of what we want out of life, making life plans is something that is the utmost significance. Therefore, the true meaning and purpose of both your life and your career can be found in the process of planning your career and to position yourself to the future you aspire. With that, I have high hopes that the information that we have learned and the ideas that we have discussed this webinar will prove to be beneficial to our continuing education and to any future endeavors that we undertake. Once again, thank you so much and good afternoon.
Very well said. Thank you so much, Miss Francesca Balbuena. Before we conclude, we would like to thank all of our sponsors. Eyes on your screen, please.